Once I found out I had a brain tumor, and I went immediately to have the surgery. I was told that the surgery got 97.97%. The good news about that is it got 97.97%. The problem with tumors is you don't know what's left microscopically. So then you have to go into treatment. And I went into radiation and chemo for 6 weeks. So that was harsh. It's harsh. But again, there were people there that were so much worse off than I, you know. I mean, I go in with a little pep in my step every day, and there was a little boy that came after me, and there were times where I felt so sorry for him. I don't know what to say, because he was in such bad pain. I mean, I was never in pain. I think that's also the thing that was important. When you're not in pain, when you don't feel impaired, and you feel like you're still you, it doesn't feel like such a burden. But it's scary, you know, somebody says brain tumor, we have all these functions and ideas about brain tumor, but when people see me and talk to me, they're always relieved. So I made a big deal about having a lot of people come by and visit so they felt comfortable, you know, and that was more for them than me because I was feeling like fine, so. But, and that's it. I mean, this has been, I'm off that treatment. I'm on now, for the next year, I'm on a regimen of chemo that lasts for 5 days, and then I'm off for 23. So I'm in my second week of 23. So I like that.
This is a good week.
I'm listening to my body, and I'm being very, very respectful of it. So when I'm tired, you know, and when I've got the energy, I've got the energy. So the key becomes how do we, whoops, excuse me, the key becomes how do we transition, you know, back to go, go, go. I don't know that I'll ever be back to go, go, go. Doesn't matter. You know, what matters is that the work I'm doing is meaningful, the work I'm doing is important, and that this experience has given me the opportunity to really reflect and think about, you know, what's important. And it doesn't matter in the scheme of things if I'm here to run something or if I'm not here to run something. The key is what groundwork have we set? Like I told you before, this isn't about like one election or one election cycle. It's about building a movement. And that's not going to happen overnight. We'd love for it to be, but it's not going to happen overnight. So I'm willing to work as hard as I can and give it my all to build the foundation and make sure we have a very strong foundation of people from all over this city that want to work together to make it better. Yeah. This experience has taught me that you cannot ignore things, you know, that you really do have to focus, pay attention. But it's also taught me that there's so many people so much worse off, you know, no matter in the depths. There are always people that need a helping hand, that need direction, that need guidance, that need mentoring, that need strength. And, you know, if that's why I'm here, that's why I'm here. It's maybe more spiritual, to be perfectly honest with you. Much more spiritual, yeah. Yeah, and I always kind of was anyway, but even more so now, I think. What do I do if Ron wins again? I don't know. You know, what I've always been doing, I mean, you know, he's been the mayor for 3 years. We figured out a way to work with his people, you know, and I guess we'll figure out a way to work with him again, but I don't really want to hear that, Lawrence, so don't even put that out on the ether.
He is on the ballot.
He is on the ballot, but he doesn't have his 50%. See, I'm telling you, you ought to be thinking about it. He came out last week. Was it last week or week before last? Oh, he's got his 50%. He won't get it to the runoff. Then he spends $5 million on crazy commercials. Not just commercials, but crazy commercials. So, well, what I want is peace. You know, I would like some peace. What I would like is a change in the working conditions, to be perfectly honest with you. I would like for them to change the culture in the schools where we have administrators who are so mean and so mean-spirited and make life so difficult for teachers, especially veteran teachers who have something to offer. I would like for the teacher bashing to stop. I would like for kids to feel safe in school. It taught me that I can't have what I want, you know, all the time. I mean, it's like, you know, it just really taught me a good lesson, that you can't always get what you want. Yes, I wanted to be in this race. I'm not gonna, but at this moment in time, no, I don't miss not being in it at all.
How come? What happened?
Well, what happened was, it was clear to me that it wasn't my time. This wasn't for me. You know, I tell people all the time, there's an old Jewish joke, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Okay.